Smoke and Mirrors, episode 65. We are Dave, Rob, Triz back at it again. This is the 7-Eleven episode, baby. You know, when you think about it, we need to have the 22-2s episode next year because it's going to be the 22nd of Feb, 2022.
It's on a Tuesday, though.
Tuesday.
Tuesday.
How we doing there, big dogs? We good?
Yeah. This is good, man.
Yeah.
This is real good. Yeah. How you doing? That was a little surly.
Big hangovers on it, but no, I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm fucking happy to be doing this shit. But no, moving into our streaming news for the week. So for our Hocus Pocus sequel, we've got 3 more people joining the cast. So we have Hannah Waddingham, who I believe is from Ted Lasso.
She is.
And then Tony Hale and Sam Richardson, who are from, I forgot the name of the show, but they both star together in the
Arrested Development?
I think so.
Was it? Was it something else?
Possibly.
I don't know. We'll
But
just
no.
say it was.
But this is on top of all the original cast from the original film as well. So Bette Midler and the other 2 witches as well.
Yeah. Kathy
Fuck it.
Najimy, Sarah Jessica Parker.
Yeah.
Sarah Jessica Parker. But no, this should be good. I remember Hocus Pocus being scary as fuck when I was little because of the dude with the stitched mouth.
To be honest, I've never watched Hocus Pocus.
Oh, what?
Yeah. Everyone's like, it's a Halloween, thingy.
I've
It's
watched
a
that
thing
movie.
to do, but I've never watched it.
I watched that movie.
Did you?
It's
Was
not
it good?
bad. You know, that's the first time they used, because it was set they made that movie just before Jurassic Park came out.
Yeah.
Right? So every time you see that cat's mouth move,
Yeah.
it's a real mouth, but they had to insert that mouth, pause, onto that cat. Yeah.
Jesus.
So it's like the first time they sort of did CG like that.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. It was cool.
That is crazy. But no, there was the bit in Hocus Pocus where, you see them walk up to the bus driver and they're like, we desire children. And the bus driver was like, well, you maybe need to give me about 2 or 3 tries, but I can get it done.
The bus driver was wild.
Disney getting their filth off early back in the day.
Oh, man.
Hannah Waddingham, I wouldn't have expected it, but she looks all right in that Ted Lasso.
Yeah.
Big glow up from Scepter, whatever,
Yeah.
in Game of
It
Thrones.
is. No more shame for her.
Jesus.
Yeah. And continuing on with the little horror theme that we got. So Hulu and 20th Century Studios, which still sounds fucking alien to me.
Yeah.
They're setting up to adapt this little short story that Stephen King did called The Boogeyman. Right, so this it's going to be done by Rob Savage. He's adapting it. This follows a story about this children's psychiatrist.
Yeah.
Right, and he keeps getting the same story of his clients' kids dying, but they're dying from being scared of what's in the closet. Right, there's a monster or something in there, and they
Yeah.
end up dead. So this was originally included in the Night Shift little omnibus of short stories that King did.
Yeah.
So yeah, I reckon this could be quite good.
Yeah, it looks all right. Well, it sounds all right.
Sounds all right, yeah.
It sounds like the Babadook for me.
Yeah.
Like, it almost sounds like the therapist could be going crazy and then he's the boogeyman.
I reckon that's what's going to happen.
Because, the story then moves to, is it his kids
Yeah, I think so.
that are dealing with, this presence in the house?
Yeah.
Yeah. Could be good. I'm there for it.
I'm just thinking of Invisible Boogeyman.
So Zack Snyder's found his woman with a mysterious past. So Rebel Moon, which is coming out, I think next year or the year after, 2023.
Yeah.
He's casted Sophia Boutella in that role of the mysterious girl that then goes out to recruit those guys from, or those people from the neighboring planets.
Yeah.
Could be cool.
Allegedly, Tom Cruise's woman.
Really?
At one stage, yeah.
Sophia Boutella.
I I was always worried she was gonna go into like DTV hell.
Same,
'Cause
especially with that movie she's got coming out with Cage.
Yeah,
I got a little scared.
the Ghostlands.
Yeah.
Prisoners of the Ghostland.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's supposed to be fire, that movie. though.
yeah, I heard that too.
Yeah.
Like Gonzo.
The Gonzoers. Should be good though. Thank you, Derry. So we also have Regina King. She's coming back after one night in Miami, coming through to do Man in Full. So this is from I forgot his surname, but his last name is Wolf.
David E. Kelly.
Yeah, he's the showrunner, right?
Yeah.
But isn't this based off a book by some dude named Wolf in '98?
Ah, yeah.
But all we got
Only-
left is this guy called West.
Tom Wolfe.
Tom Wolfe.
That's the one.
I was way off.
David E. Kelly's writing it, though, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But essentially, there's a real estate mogul and he's gone bankrupt. And this is all like, it's basically following his downfall. And how all the other characters around him are trying to monetize everything that's happening and trying to like make the most out of this guy's fucking bad fortune.
Jeez.
Yeah. So it just sounds like that kick 'em when they're down type of story.
Yeah.
Very different to what we got from King with One Night in Miami,
Mm.
but sounds real fucking interesting at the same time as well. I love these like financial dramas.
It's kind of like a serious version of Trading Places.
But so this is all on Netflix, right? And what they're going to do is that it's a limited series, and they're ordering just for 6 episodes, 1 hour long each.
Yeah.
So straight to the point in. So Regina King is currently set to direct half of it, so the first 3, I believe. But they haven't announced who's going to direct after that.
Yeah.
Maybe Kelly will.
I've never heard of him directing as much.
Who's that other guy that did Southland Tales? That's another David something.
Ah, Richard Kelly.
Richard Kelly.
Yeah.
That's that.
Dick Kelly.
Regina King's been busy in TV though.
Yeah, yeah. This ain't her first rodeo, man.
Like This Is Us.
Yeah. I think she
Fucking
did a few Blackish episodes. I think she did
Insecure.
Insecure, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's been putting the work in.
Yeah.
Yeah. Getting 10,000 hours up.
Fuck yeah, man.
Yeah.
Well, in One Night in Miami, it showed.
Masterpiece.
Fuck. That was so good. It's like the Reservoir Dogs of like political figures.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it didn't get boring.
Yeah.
Still need to watch it, eh?
One Night in Miami. It's pretty damn good, man. It's one of my favorite movies of last year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And hearing that shit is real nice.
And that's it for streaming news this week.
Very light.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do not mind.
But yeah, kicking off our film news. So we've got Bradley Cooper, right? So Bradley Cooper's been attached to this series now for God knows how long, called Hyperion, right? So Hyperion was going to be an adaptation of this book. I can't remember who wrote it. But it's a book that's got like 4 volumes. It follows the story of 4 strangers. 4 or 5.
It's like 7 pilgrims.
Seven strangers that on the eve of Armageddon. So the world is going to end the next day.
Yeah.
They trek out and try find the answers to these riddles within their lives, right? So all of them have a deep secret that they're holding on to.
Yeah.
That they're keeping away from the rest of the group. And one of them actually might have the answer to actually save the world, right? So this was going to be a series back in the day. It was set up that way. Cooper's come along, God knows why, and said, "Nah, I'm going to make this into a movie." Now, for me, that's kind of crazy because, I mean, you've got the, enough story there for 4 volumes of work, obviously.
Yeah.
If you're going to Frankenstein the fuck out of it and put it all into 1 2-hour movie, that don't work, B.
Yeah.
That doesn't work at all.
Yeah. Especially like this sounds more like a character drama than
Yeah.
a like a big sort of glitzy.
Yeah. Yeah,
end
I
of the
mean-
world, like classic Armageddon tale.
Like this sounds like it'd be a really good series.
Yeah.
Because you could make it for cheap, obviously. I mean, if the world was ending tomorrow, would it still look the same? So you don't have to worry about building crazy sets and all that other bullshit.
Yeah, leave that to Roland Emmerich.
That's right.
To do it in CG.
It's coming up next week. But yeah, like it's crazy to me that they do this.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
It's weird. It's almost like he's using the acclaim of the books because it's like Hugo Award winning. It's pretty popular, and to now then go, yeah, we're gonna make a film out of it. And
It's kind of weird.
like it was gonna be a sci-fi series. So like, would it have been better?
Yeah.
We'll never know. So we've got some news about a cut of a movie that's been sort of in the can since 1978.
Literally in the can.
So George A. Romero of like Dawn of the Dead fame directed this vampire movie called Martin. And the movie's about this guy. He kind of he's trying to get his like hunger under control. So he goes and like moves to this other town and like goes by the name of Martin, trying to live a normal life and everything. He's like a century old like vampire.
Yeah, in Pennsylvania of all fucking places.
Yeah. So he goes there, and then like sort of the movie goes on from there. Anyways, it was capped at I think 115 minutes.
Yeah.
The theatrical cut.
Right.
But now they've unearthed like this 4-hour, 215-minute cut. So nearly 4 hours. Like extended material. Apparently, this is like George A. Romero's preferred version of the film. So I wonder. I've never watched the original. I don't know. I've never heard of it before this,
Me
but
neither.
I almost wonder if it was cut down so that it'd be more these like big, scary kind of set pieces to keep audiences interested, as opposed to, hey, I'm going to give you the character work.
Yeah.
But it almost sounds like this wasn't that sort of movie.
No, it
Like
didn't.
it almost sounds like it was that vampire movie with Defoe where he plays Max Schreck.
Shadow of a Vampire.
Shadow of a Vampire rather than, outright Dracula.
Yeah.
Yeah, it almost sounds like that.
Yeah. Almost like that only lovers left alive sort of
Yeah.
dramatic vampire.
Yeah. Whether he doesn't know whether or not he is a vampire
Yeah.
and all that sort of stuff, and him trying to get to grips with it. Yeah, I don't know.
We'll see.
We'll see.
So
We'll see if it
they're
does
actually like doing like a 4K re-release next year of the theatrical cut. So I wonder if they're using that to sort of check the pulse. Hey, are people ready for it? Do they want it? And then boom, put it out there.
True.
But I would rather see like both cuts. I sat through like every cut of Nightbreed. Like,
Has sat through every cut of Justice League.
yep. Like, and even though like there's some cuts of Nightbreed that just they don't deserve to be put together. It's just too much. Sometimes it's way too much.
I prefer the original cut of
Same.
Nightbreed. eh?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Mr. Barker.
It was just excessive. Shit.
I sat through every cut of my hair.
Of my foreskin.
How many times are you going to get your foreskin? Excuse me, sorry. So moving on.
So it just got excessive foreskin. Anyways.
Condition of the growing foreskin. Fuck it, oh. But so in the news for Eternals, right? Being released, people are saying, well, people have mixed reviews on this film.
Yeah.
Some people are saying it's trash. Some people are saying it's all right. Go see it. A lot of, I guess, usual critic websites, Rotten Tomatoes, Metacritic, things like that, are actually, this has a very subpar score. I believe it's like 54 out of 100 on Metacritic, and then it's like 58% on Rotten Tomatoes,
Yeah.
which deems it rotten, apparently.
Alleged.
But on top of that, moving forward as well, Eternals may not be getting a sequel, but it's not more so because they were planned and it was meant to happen, but more so that they could always, I guess, discuss ways that they could take it. But it's not one of those films where it's like you must make 3 films like back to back to back, which
Yeah.
is I think is a good thing. you don't want the forced Iron Man sequel all the time.
Yeah, yeah. And sometimes the first sequel isn't the greatest unless it's Winter Soldier.
Exactly.
That is correct.
I don't mind because this is almost like it feels like an Avengers level movie.
Threat.
Yeah.
Like I haven't watched it yet, and I want to. Actually, like the damning reviews make me want to watch it even more because it makes me think like this isn't the usual Marvel formula
Yeah.
of movie.
I've heard it isn't. But then towards the end it is.
Okay, well,
So which, I mean, yeah.
I had the fucking end credits spoiled for me.
oh really? I had the end credits of Shang-Chi spoiled for me, or one of them.
Yeah.
I went out looking for those end credit spoilers, my friends.
This guy.
I knew I wasn't going to watch Shang-Chi at the movies. I mean, it comes out next week.
Next week Friday.
Next week, Friday over here in Australia. So, I mean, I'll watch it then. Yeah, and when Eternals comes out, I'll more than likely buy it and watch it then. Like that's how I watch it. I don't feel like watching this at the movies. Next week is Bond. That's what I'll be watching.
Very true. On top of everything with Eternals, Qatar, Kuwait, and Saudi Arabia refused to screen this film. So they had put through a request for editing censors to Disney, who I guess were unwavering on the point of some of the scenes that were coming through in the film.
Yep.
Most important of those scenes that were requested to be changed was the same-sex couple in Eternals.
How dare you try to cut Paperboy out this movie?
I know, right? So there is a scene where they kiss, and apparently out of all the scenes, that's the most requested to be edited out. I'm like, why the fuck? But
All right.
yeah, but yeah, because of Disney's stance and choosing not to actually remove those scenes, which is great, I think. Good on you, Disney. Yeah, it just didn't get screened at all in Qatar, Kuwait, or Saudi Arabia, but it still got played in the United Emirates.
The UAE,
Yeah.
yeah. UAE, they don't fuck around.
They're more open-minded over there.
Yeah,
I think they're a lot more modern, but it's not my place to be talking about another country's rules and regulations and policies
That's
and
up to
stuff like
them,
that.
yeah.
That's up to
Yeah.
them how they govern their
Yeah.
countries.
As long as my country doesn't do it, we're good.
Yeah, because I don't want the censorship
Yeah.
at all. I want to see everything that the director intended, and it's fucking rated PG-13 in the States.
Yeah.
How bad could it really be?
It's probably literally just a peck on the lips.
Yeah.
I'm telling you. That's it.
And
We've seen worse in a Bond movie.
Yeah, this is true. Like they've alluded to a lot more in a
yeah.
Bond movie. Paperboy or Brian Tyree Henry, for everyone else that doesn't watch
This
Atlanta.
Paperboy to me, man.
So he actually said, like, when Marvel contacted him, he thought, they'd be asking him to, slim down and put on muscle and shit like that. They were like, no, we want you exactly how you are. And you're going to play, one of the most diverse characters in the movie. He was, fucking happy. I think Angelina Jolie was like, yeah, I'm glad, Disney stuck to their guns and didn't change shit. I think that's fair, man.
Yeah, that's fair.
100%
You
fair.
don't like it, you don't get it.
Yeah.
It's obviously not launching in China, is it?
I don't know, actually.
Because of all, how China is.
It's either, I don't know if it's got Asian characters in there and if they're vulnerable, they won't be screening that because they don't want to depict Asian men, women, or anyone as weak.
Right.
And then on the other hand, if there's any magic in there, they don't want sorcery.
Right.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. They're aliens, so, yeah. We'll see how it works. No, the character's aliens.
Oh, yeah,
They're
yeah,
not
yeah.
using magic or anything, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like science.
But there is, is it Gemma Chan that's in this?
Yeah.
Yeah, Gemma Chan's in there. She's obviously Superman knockoff's Mrs. What's
Wonder
his
Woman?
name? No. She's, his name, Rob Stark's Mrs. in here.
Ah.
Yeah. So I don't know. We'll see.
Superman knockoff.
He's a fucking Superman knockoff. He just doesn't have a cape. They even say it in the fucking movie. Fuck them. Okay. So we got some news about Taker, who just adds another 30 projects to his slate.
It's like the Kiwi Guillermo del Toro.
Literally. Him and like GDT got a whole lot of things to talk about. So it's come out that he's going to direct Tower of Terror, which has, what's her name? ScarJo on there as a producer and possibly starring. We don't know if she's starring yet. But the other piece of news is that he is going to direct the Incal, right? So this is based on Jodorowsky's graphic novel. Yep, Jodorowsky, who was going to direct Dune.
Yeah.
And Jodorowsky's Dune, that probably looked better than any other Dune film we'd ever fucking see. It was amazing.
And the most different.
Very, very different. Extremely different, right? Obviously R-rated as well. So this centers on this character called Something to Fool.
Yeah.
Yeah, right? And he's like, you know, he finds out what this Incal thing can do. It's like this this artifact, and it can change things, right? It's like a change machine, essentially. And then he puts together this ragtag crew and goes save the universe, essentially.
Yeah.
So this one comic launched a whole, like, just a whole outlet, basically, for comics and Jodorowsky.
Yeah.
Right, which is cool. Like, that's extremely cool, because
Yeah.
it's all different stories set within the same universe, which is, I like that. But this sounds pretty cool. We'll see what he does.
At one point, this was the most popular science fiction graphic novel ever fucking made.
It's Jodorowsky. He's a little bit crazy.
That's true.
Like, just a little. Enough. You need to be a little crazy.
I gotta check that doco out, man.
It's amazing. It's amazing what he was going to do. Everything was different. Very colorful compared to what we got.
Yeah. And the ship designs and stuff like that, very, very
He
different.
was working with Geiger.
Yeah.
Like, everything.
Yeah.
Like, it's amazing. It's so weird because some of those designs almost show up like a few years later in Alien.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's just weird. It's like, you know, Jodorowsky's touched everything.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, I'm pretty sure some of those designs that Geiger did was used in Star Wars and all that.
Species.
Like, everything, it's weird because Jodorowsky would have had Dune out before Star Wars, right? And, I mean, Lynch did get Dune out before Star Wars as well. But, it would have been the Star Wars.
Yeah.
We wouldn't have had Star Wars. It would have been Dune, everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah. We'll see how this Incal is.
Yeah. He actually endorsed Taika as well.
Yeah.
I didn't know, like not disrespectfully and knock on wood.
Yeah.
I didn't know Jodorowsky was still alive.
Yeah. That's why, like, you know, I was excited when I saw that Dune documentary, because it was actually him talking about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he's got, like, a Bible of Dune. It's unreal.
And he never read the book, eh?
No.
All right. Julius Avery, who directed the fucking phenomenal Overlord movie.
I love that movie.
Fuck, that's cool. And I think he's just wrapping up on Samaritan now with Stallone.
That's so weird. Like, I didn't know it was him
Same.
doing Samaritan.
Same.
No one ever said that he's directing Samaritan. Fuck it.
I would have probably got more excited over his name than Stallone's,
Same.
to be honest, after watching Overlord.
Yeah.
So he's going to do a live-action adaptation for Sony of Gantz. So I didn't know too much about Gantz. And what it is like these two people, they die in this bus accident. And then they get brought back and put into, like, this unit that fights aliens.
Yeah.
It's, like, so different.
Gantz is cool, man.
Yeah. It's one of the first mangas that I read. This
Oh,
shit
yeah?
was fucking good. This shit is fucking hardcore as well.
Is it? And is it like fast-paced, frenetic action? Because that's kind of what I need. Because like, I thought I was gonna get that with Casern. I was so disappointed. Remember that we like imported like this mad fucking DVD. Thought it was gonna be the shit, and we're like, yeah, and we just waited for him to cut that like fucking thing with his hand like that.
Yeah.
And we had to wait like an hour and 30 minutes to
It was
get
trash, that
there.
movie.
We're just like, no, this is not it.
Gantz would be like if the raid crew went on a mission every week. You know that crew in the van that's just there to kill people?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I want that. I
like
need that.
Give me more of that.
There's a fucking bit in here where because they wear special suits and they have a special gun.
Yeah.
He's chasing after this dude who's like shooting up this fucking this market, and he grabs the dude by the throat, and you see the dude there choking, and he just starts pulling the trigger, and he saws this guy's legs off with the fucking MP5.
Jesus. Fire.
All right, so that's the sort of movie we're gonna get.
Fucking wild.
I'm in.
So we also had Matt Smith. He was on a podcast recently, and they were talking about his scrapped Episode 9 role for Star Wars.
Yeah.
So a lot of people had rumors behind it saying he was going to be Palpatine's son.
Yep.
Son or grandson?
I think son, because grandson would be like Ray's brother.
True.
Yeah.
True. This would have tied in more with that dog shit storyline, but still. But he couldn't disclose regardless. Yep. So obviously NDAs are still primed and ready to fucking unload if anyone says shit.
Badly.
But he was saying, no, it was a really good role. It was very groovy. You know, it was a very interesting role, and it was very impactful on the Star Wars universe. I would have made a big change in there as well. Mm. So it sounds like pointing towards Palpatine's son sounds like it makes a bit of sense. Mm. But I'm starting to wonder, what if he came out and it was like someone else? I'm Qui-Gon's son.
He did say it would have been something that like shook the Star Wars world. Mm. So it was going to be something big. But then they were like, you know what? We just don't have the time and effort to focus in on that narrative, so we're not going to do it. It's like, I think in Episode 9, we needed something to shake us up. You know what I mean? They gave us more of the same bullshit that everyone's just like, really, this is like tired as fuck.
True. When you think about it, regardless of what version of Episode 9 we got, it would have been some form of homage to the old movies, regardless. Because Duel of the Fates, we would have had Kylo going to the cave to see Vader and all that shit as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, albeit I would have preferred that over what the fuck we got.
Same.
How old would Owen... No. Can you imagine if, what's-his-face, Qui-Gon had a child with Smee?
Yeah.
And that would have been the real chosen one? You know what I mean? Instead of like what Vader did. That would have been cool.
Fuck, that would have been fire, actually.
But like, it's weird that they're adding, well, they were thinking of adding a lot more like new elements in Chapter 9 of the saga. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That they didn't lay the groundwork for.
That we know of. What's-his-face was onto something. Rian Johnson was onto something in that. So we don't know what Trevorrow was going to do.
Yeah. I mean, we didn't see the whole treatment.
Yeah.
It was just like some story points and stuff like that. Yeah, it could have been cool.
Fuck everything up. Couldn't shut the fuck up.
Yeah. I wonder how the sequel trilogy would have played out had like the internet not been invented yet. It would have been very different.
We'll look at how episode 1 to 3 ended up. That was internet infant stages. Yeah. I mean, they could literally do whatever they wanted.
Yeah, except George Lucas took it very different place.
Yeah.
But I appreciate the prequels a lot more than the sequels.
I do.
Yeah, 100%.
I would take 10 Jar Jars over fucking 1 Ray.
Fucking earth.
Damn. I don't know, so if I could watch that.
I'd watch that movie first. All right, so we got this new movie called The Boys of Summer coming out, right? Gibbo's going to be in there. Mel Gibson himself.
Melly Gibson.
Yeah. Mason Thames as well, which is his new guy. For me, it's a new guy. It's the first time I saw him.
Same.
Yeah. I haven't seen any of the movies or shows that he's been in, so
Apparently, he was in something just before, but
Yeah.
I don't know.
yeah, right. And this is it's going to be directed by David Henry, also very similar to the Boogeyman. So kids start disappearing, and Mason Thames' character thinks that it's supernatural.
Yep.
He goes and gets what's his face, this aging detective.
Yeah.
To start investigating this whole thing. Aging detective is obviously Gibson.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then hilarity ensues. Yeah, they get into adventures and all magical shit.
Imagine like this takes a complete random like fucking left turn, and it's like the Boys of Summer, and then you see it's actually the Lost Boys of Summer. It's just
That'd
the
be
unexpected
cool.
fucking sequel.
Supposedly we're getting a Lost Boys remake soon.
Yeah.
Really?
What's
Yeah.
his face?
Jaden Libera.
Yeah.
What's his name now? Jaden something.
Yeah.
Hurst.
Smith.
Durst.
Yeah.
Jaden Smith? Is it? No.
No.
No, that's actually. Fuck. All right.
Also, you said Durst. Limp Bizkit album came out, and apparently it's all right.
Is it?
Yeah.
Fire.
I did it all for the ducky. So The Rock was talking on the red carpet premiere for Red Notice.
Yeah.
Among other things, he kind of said, "I've got an idea for Hobbs 2." It's funny because he really kind of like made sure that it was just Hobbs 2. Maybe he feels the betrayal from Statham for what's his face.
The Rock wouldn't be mad at another man getting money.
True, that's true. He said he wants to make the antithesis. It's the first time I've used that word of Fast and Furious movies, where they just go on and on and on. Another point that he made sure to kind of like jab him up with, where he said he wants to see the hero in the next movie like ride off into the sunset, meaning die.
Literally. As soon
Which-
as I heard it, I was like, Shane.
yeah.
Yeah.
Shane was dead.
You're wrong about that. Because Shane actually dies in the end of that movie. No, he doesn't. He rides off into the sunset. No, it's a metaphor. He's dead.
It's that Negotiator?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's my guy, Kevin Spacey.
Words that'll get you cancelled.
Jesus. At that time, he was killing it.
Yeah, he was. Kevin Spacey was at the top of his fucking game. And
So
kept it there for so long.
Yeah, so was Samuel L. Jackson in that movie. Like, no, he was like really, really good in there. And he had what's his face in there as well. His last role, you know,
JT Walsh.
JT Walsh.
Yeah.
Killed it.
Which I think is cool, right? Like if you have a character like Luke Hobbs and you're killing him at this point where you think like he's just gonna go on and on and on, like die somehow. I honestly feel like this is The Rock going, I want to distance myself from these franchises that I have not created
Yeah.
myself. Like he wants to do things that he's done himself.
Stuff like Red Notice that he can, yeah.
Yeah, where his $7 production company will get all the accolades and all the money, and which makes sense to me. Like this role, like brings him closer to all the negative bullshit and that pull of like Vin Diesel and there's a fucking rivalry between these two.
The comparisons between them two. And
Yeah. Just fucking distance himself and he can be on. I bet you then they'll become fucking best friends.
I'd love it if he just says, also it's going to be R-rated.
Oh man. If they dropped that budget and fucking went R-rated and less of the
do the Logan and just that's all we need, man.
probably be the best fucking Fast and Furious movie ever.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be in.
Base it more in reality.
Yeah.
Yeah. No fantastical. No 3-point bullshit.
And that's it for film news this week.
Yes, sir.
All right, BD. It is time to fan the hammer. So these are the details and the only details we got. Go.
Alrighty. So, further on from The Rock, says he won't use real firearms on movies anymore.
Very good.
We have Jason Momoa, unfortunately testing positive for COVID-19 on set for Aquaman 2. We have Ariana Grande and Cynthia Erivo to star in the Wicked adaptation as Glinda and Elphaba. Black Panther 2 is unfortunately shut down just due to Letitia Wright's injury. Finn Wolfhard sets his directorial debut as a horror and slasher film. Not bad.
Slash.
Of prices. Gal Gadot is going to play the evil queen in the Snow White film. We have a second Paw Patrol film on the way. And Matt Damon and Robert Downey Jr. are possibly up for Oppenheimer.
I like it.
Making me excited for a Nolan film. Doctor Strange is... Doctor Strange is Eldritch... how do you...
It's like ostrich, but with eld.
Eldritch villain Shumagora teased for the sequel. Boondock Saints 3 is a go as well. Fucking exciting. Chris Pratt, once again, letting everyone down on Twitter. We find out that he's voicing Garfield.
It's a me, Chris Pratt.
Sofia Vergara, one of the sexiest ladies on the planet, is going to play Griselda Blanco in the Griselda Limited series. We have Jennifer Beal confirmed for the Book of Boba Fett as well. Daniel Day Kim, who we were just talking about, joins Avatar, The Last Airbender, as Fire Lord Ozai, which is sick, by the way. So we might have rumored trailers for Obi-Wan coming up with Disney Day, as well as many other trailers. Possibilities. Gail Garcia Bernal, with the Werewolf at Night, is possibly at Disney Plus. We have the Wu-Tang series to end with season 3. Good. Ted Lasso starts filming very soon, 31st of Jan next year. And you really had to fuck with everyone on this one. Sopranos ending is confirmed and Tony is dead.
Told y'all.
Yes, I know. It's a fucking bitter pill to swallow.
It's a dynasty.
But like, it's funny because Chase was actually like, I want to keep it ambiguous. I want to keep it open and vague. You know what I mean? Like, because people will get it, and people like me, I refuse to get it. The studio asked him, like, you need to have the scene in there. Put the fucking scene in there where he's assassinated. And Chase was like, you sick fuckers. We've been with this guy for 6 seasons. You like him. Why would you want to see him get murdered?
That's right.
And why would you want that to be the last scene of the show? Yeah. So that's why, like, they ended it like that. Yes, I'm fucking, like,
He essentially went out on top. When you think about it, Tony went out on top, right?
Yeah.
He died literally with his enemies dead that he knew of.
Yeah.
With Philly dying. And then, what's his face, surrounded by his family, his real family. Or at least family too, as he treated them.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
true.
So, I mean, that's... He was on top.
Couldn't have been a better ending. Yeah. To be honest.
It kind of had to end like that, guys.
Yeah. I know.
Crime don't pay.
I know. It's just, he's right. Like, David Chase is right. I really like Tony. By the end, though, you kind of...
Needs to go.
Yeah.
Needs to go.
Too desperate.
Yeah.
All right. Very good there, BD.
Thank you.
Fanning the hammer. All right. So, movie trailers there, fellas.
We've got our first little trailer there for Atlanta. Fuck, I can't wait for this.
Close.
I know,
We
man.
do not see all that much in this trailer.
No.
You see Paperboy sitting at a... It looks like he's still in Europe, which is cool.
Yeah. I don't know if he's stranded there. It felt like it was like deserted, almost like the zombie apocalypse.
Yeah.
But I think they're tackling the pandemic.
Yeah.
And it looks like Paperboy is actually risen to like, these ranks.
Fame.
Yeah. I'm excited though, man.
But then, like, the music they put over this, it seemed like you might have been, like, abducted as well. Like, someone's just holding Paperboy at his fucking... You must perform for me every day, Paperboy.
It's cool because this trailer, like Atlanta, where it tackles so many different, like, almost genres and tones within, like, the show. It took on, like, this horror thriller kind of vibe.
And I think he, like, the time he meant to release it at near Halloween
Yeah.
because of the vibe that, I like it.
But yeah, I was vibing with this trailer. I really liked it.
I just can't wait, man. It's been years. 3 years, I think, since
Been
since
too
the
long.
last.
Yeah.
Too long. Too long.
You know what's weird? That Insecure show reminds me of Atlanta. Like that's the vibe that I was getting from it.
I gotta check out that show.
Yeah.
Once it's finished, I'll watch.
I just started it, so
Binge.
I'm probably wrong anyways.
Right.
I didn't even fucking get that Tony died. Please.
Jesus. So we got our second trailer as well for Moonfall.
Yeah. I didn't know the fucking moon was out to get these guys.
I know. The moon is sentient?
Fucking man on the moon is going to war with Earth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It looked like your generic sort of Roland Emmerich, like destroy the world
Mass
again.
destruction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We didn't see the White House get taken down just yet,
Not
but
yet.
I'm pretty sure you'll find a way to fuck it up. You seen who's in this? Patrick Wilson,
Halle
Halle Berry.
Berry.
Halle
yeah.
Berry,
Sutherland.
Donald Sutherland gives a little voiceover there, and it's just it's destruction. Yeah, we went to the moon, we found something, we didn't tell you guys, and now it's gonna fuck you
Yeah.
in the ass.
Yeah, in 67,
Sorry.
we found something.
Yeah, and it looks like they find like this, like this portal is like. I don't know if it's a portal, but it's like a base, little secret base, and then the moon's like waiting until the opportune time to then just destroy us all.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
It looks brilliant.
it does. It actually does look good.
CG wise, like,
CG looks better than that Independence Day sequel.
yeah, it does.
Jesus.
Could
Which
be
I,
good.
I watched recently. And
I'll wait for reviews and
Yeah.
stuff. You know what I mean? I'm not running out to the theaters to see this one.
Yeah. It's just classic Roland Emmerich shit, man.
Yeah.
I'm just expecting just spectacle.
yeah.
Yeah.
Expect a spectacle.
Just like 45 minutes of a father trying to recoup his relationship with his son. The rest of it is just like Armageddon.
Yeah. Which was made by Bay, who kind of did that better than Emmerich that year.
Oh yeah, big time. But that's because like Bay still at that time was in his humanity bag, and
Yeah.
even though the movie looked glossy as fuck, at the heart of it was like the relationship between like fucking Willis and Liv Tyler.
And the sort of father-son relationship between Willis and Ben
Affleck.
Affleck.
Yeah. Yeah.
AJ.
Let's not forget that. Don't want to miss a thing about Aerosmith really played a big part in that fucking movie.
Big time.
did,
And that weird montage of scenes that you never seen in the movie of him like before the fucking asteroid blows up.
Yeah.
But like just that likable band of characters is what sold Armageddon.
Oh, yeah.
But that runtime did that movie no favors. That is a long fucking movie.
Nearly 3 hours that movie, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know how much money that movie made? Even with the runtime? Like, it was amazing.
Yeah, but that's because they made an asteroid movie that's thriller minutes. That movie is a fucking romp.
It is.
But all I remember with that fucking movie, because it was so long, it was like, we're on the asteroid now. And then it like flicks back to like them on Earth. And then it's like 45 minutes later, so we're on the asteroid again now.
Yeah. It had like asteroid vision.
I love the what's-his-face. The training scenes for me
Yeah.
is the best in that.
Yeah.
And Billy Bob kills it.
Yeah. The Wile E. Coyote Acme maneuver.
I've seen this one. This is when the Wile E. Coyote straps his ass to a big-ass rocket.
We got a trailer, like our official trailer for Morbius as well. The
Yeah.
second official, finally.
Yeah.
I'm actually not minding this.
Yeah.
I have like more faith in this than I did with the fucking second Venom trailer. Not the sequel for Venom, the first Venom.
Oh, yeah.
I thought it was going to be ass.
This, for me, actually looks a little bit better than Venom.
Yeah.
Yeah. It does look a lot more quality than Venom.
Looks like there's a little bit more story here than Venom.
Yeah.
Do you reckon Jared Leto's actually pushing? to like, add more story to this rather than it just being like, a dog shit movie?
I'm pretty sure he'd want
He
something.
he doesn't he signs on to a movie because of the character. He doesn't sign on because of
Which
what
makes
it
you
is.
think, like, maybe A is telling the fucking truth
Yeah.
about Suicide Squad, his original cut, and how much more Joker footage there is.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm not minding the look of this. I like that he's got stages to his transformation
Yep.
as well. I like that they're not shying away from him killing
Yeah.
and drinking the blood.
Yeah.
But I didn't think they needed to go, the line between good and evil will be destroyed or some shit like that.
Because
Like,
it's not.
yeah,
He goes the Blade route and creates a bloody serum.
that's it.
That's it. That's all that happens. I've seen the episode of Spider-Man, my guys.
Oh,
Blade was in there too.
just while we're on Blade,
Yeah.
so apparently with Moon Knight dropping, the main villain in Moon Knight will be Dracula, played by Ethan Hawke. Apparently they're going into vampires, right? For Moon Knight. And Blade will show up in there.
Fuck.
That's rumors for now.
Another thing I was going to say, did you guys watch that featurette for the trailer for Morbius?
Yeah.
Yeah, and
No,
Leto's
I didn't
like-
watch it.
So they're talking about like team ups and shit, and Leto hits the fucking. There's a web of possibilities.
Yeah. Well, I mean, in the trailer, it's weird, right? In the trailer, because you see Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man in there on the poster. You see Tom Holland with the is he villain or is he a hero?
Yep.
You see there's a Venom throwback in there somewhere. You see the Vulture from the MCU, which is kind of weird. So it's this weird sort of mismatch of so this might be set after
The multiverse.
the multiverse
fiasco.
is what I'm thinking. Yeah.
It could be.
And obviously what's his face doesn't die in that new Spider-Man movie, the Vulture now, right?
Yep.
Yeah,
True.
because we need him
that.
for the Sinister Six.
Yeah.
We also need what's his face, the Scorpion, which
Yeah,
is
where
there
is that
with as
guy?
well. It's Voss.
Yeah. We shall see, but I'm excited for that, man.
Yeah.
Like I'll actually I think go see this.
At the movies?
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to take my nephew. He said he'll watch it. He watched Venom.
Watch this guy get scared.
You can deal with it.
So it's gonna ruin my back on that bed. No, I've used my sensitive back.
We got our first little trailer for Station 11. Right, so Station 11 is a story about this massive flu that kind of takes over the world and shuts us right the fuck down.
Sounds familiar.
So, yeah, extremely familiar. But unlike our little flu that we got, we what's his face? This actually, like, literally shuts the world down. So everything stops,
Yeah.
and people start living in little camps and in tribes together, like essentially we should be. But yeah, that happens, and yeah, it's just the story of this happening. It's on HBO Max. It's a limited series, I think.
It's
This
hitting all
looks
the right notes for me.
amazing.
Yeah.
This looks, yeah, next level.
Throw a little Burt Bacharach cover on there.
Yeah.
Add a little mood to it.
It was nice hearing old Burke there.
Yeah. I like that guy, that Himish Patel. I like that guy.
Yeah. He's
I
good,
thought-
man.
Yeah, it's weird. I reckon if Raul Coley wasn't shooting that Netflix show, he would have been that guy.
Raul Coley. Who's that guy?
He's in that what's that show that was on Netflix? Midnight Mass. He's cool. Rahul Kohli's cool.
Is he?
Yeah,
Gotta watch Midnight Mass.
gotta watch it, man. Not bad.
All right. So we got a trailer for The Beach, which is Warwick Thornton's little, I want to say, like, it's like a narrative documentary type thing.
It's almost an experiment, man.
Yeah. Where he says, like, he's at a crossroads himself with where he is at life. So he's trying to do this experimental thing where he's living on the beach, but it looks like he's making like these exquisite dishes.
Yeah.
Using only the natural resources that he gets, like
That's
a mud
right.
crab, chickens that he brought to the island. It looks like a pig's there.
Yep.
He's like getting oysters and different bits of seafood, fish and stuff. And it's just him in this continuous loop.
Yeah.
And it's like a legitimate loop because he's like, living day in, day out, but then he's like doing like donuts
Yeah.
in the desert.
He it premiered. It was like 6 episodes on SBS in Australia.
Yep.
This is going to be one of those long form sort of shows where you can literally watch for 24 hours if you want to. And they'll show you every aspect of his day. So he might just be sleeping for 8 hours, but you've got it.
A24 do some weird, out of the box type shit.
Yeah. Which is crazy because where do they get the money for these hits?
This would have been relatively cheap.
Oh, yeah.
A24 films also always kind of fucking fucked up.
Yeah.
Mm.
Like, I'm ready for that Lamb movie, though.
And them hits is out.
Is it?
Yeah, I can get it.
I'll let you, boy. We got our second trailer for Denzel's movie, Journal for Jordan.
Yeah.
This is the one with Michael B. Jordan and his son Jordan. But no, this looks all right, man. I don't know what else to really say about it. It felt like a lot of the first trailer was here.
Yeah.
And it's pretty self-explanatory. Like,
What's
Michael
it-
Jordan comes through, goes to war, doesn't come back, and then he was leaving something in that time for his
Yeah.
blood.
Yeah. Usually, like, these sorts of movies get, like, this big emotional response from me. Because it's like, I think about what I would do, like, if I was in that situation or when I had kids and stuff like that. This did nothing for me.
You wanna
It
know what-
felt cold.
You fucking want to know why? Too fucking upbeat. That's why. These trailers are too fucking upbeat. Dear Jordan, fuck off, man. Take all the narration out of this fucking movie and then just fucking make it more about the emotional beats.
I don't know, because in Con Air, that, like, voiceover when he's writing the letters.
Yeah.
Dear Casey.
Yeah, but Nick Cage with the sultry southern accent.
Appeals to my heart a lot more. What is it with what is it with the voiceovers at the end? See it only in theaters.
Oh, man.
It
know
sounds
what's
like
going on
Denzel
there.
does it himself after he smokes a cigar.
Yeah.
They didn't get you with the fix you in this trailer?
I like that, actually.
Same. Like that song is like an excellent ramp up
Yeah.
to the crescendo.
X and Y is an album that will always play for me car song.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
It took me years to appreciate that album.
Okay.
That album is a banger, though.
Mm-hmm.
Speed of Sound, Fix You, Talk, all them shits.
I'm more a 1-2 punch at the first two albums, but
Nah, hey, Rush of Blood to the Head is fire and fucking parachutes.
fuck yeah.
We got the best trailer of the week here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, it tied with Station 11 for me, actually. But yeah, this the next trailer that we got was Swan Song.
Mm-hmm.
Right, so this is on Apple
Apple, yeah.
Apple TV Plus. Yeah, so this is Mahershala Ali.
Yeah.
It looks like he's dying of a disease. But we don't know what he's dying of just yet. And he you see him saying goodbye to his family and everything, and he leaves his family and he goes to his research facility, right? And he's sitting down and he sees a clone of himself essentially sitting down.
Yeah.
And this clone will have when he dies, will have the same memories and everything that he had and all that sort of stuff. But it's just him sort of coming to grips with, leaving his family to essentially someone else that's kind of not him, obviously, but is him, which is kind of weird. But yeah, this looks unreal. This show.
It's a crazy concept, like to save your family the heartbreak.
Yeah,
I'm gonna create a clone
yeah,
to continue on my life, and the clones basically like can just pick up and like kick you out, and that's like the drama that's at play here is like Mahershala not ready to kind of give that up. I was like thinking about it. It's like in the Prestige where they make exact copies, and then they don't know which one's the one that's gonna go in the box.
yeah,
And drown to death.
yeah.
Like, I bet you at the end he just takes over. He kills the clone or something, and then he takes over
And dies.
and dies.
Wow,
That'll be the real life ending.
that's a real life ending. Yeah, that's what people would do in real life.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be the Ex Machina ending.
Nah.
No.
They would can't
Be that.
Wouldn't be living with the jealousy.
Never that. Yeah,
I'm in.
I'm in.
Like
Yeah.
Apple TV now is like putting out different shit that I'm liking.
Lots of sci-fi there at Apple TV. Actually,
Yeah.
I'm finding.
I wish they would invest more in like this more kind of lower budget, like sort of dramatic shit instead of like more of your Foundations or
Finch.
Finch. Even though I didn't watch Finch. Finch is still on the list.
It's on the
there.
list.
Should be good. When I was saying the best trailer of this week, I thought you were going to be like Resident Evil Welcome to Raccoon City.
Fucking terrible, this trailer.
I know, man. This shit hurt my fucking feelings.
And
Like each following trailer for this movie, just like is another shot to the heart for me.
It's just like I don't know what they're making here, man. Like, what are
Same.
you making here?
This feels like a network TV show.
Yeah,
That's like the production values that I'm getting from it.
Yeah.
But what did you think there, Resident Evil gamer?
I don't know, like I'm just not enjoying the vibe of this, and it's mostly because they're taking Resident Evil 1 and 2 and mashing it together for no apparent fucking reason.
Yeah.
When you could literally just do each game as a season and
Yeah.
go from there. So that way you could keep it within that realm of a limited series because it'd be a different story every time.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm still kind of. I want to see what they do with the Netflix series now, and
Yeah.
maybe if this is like the action part of it, and then like the Netflix series is more of like the okay, we let it breathe. Like
Yeah.
maybe that's what I need.
It'd be wild if the Netflix one comes out with better, like it looks better and it's done better
you
than this
imagine?
one.
Can you imagine?
It's not that hard to make this fucking show as well. You know what I mean?
Mm.
It's one mansion. It's Chris, Jill, Barry, Wesker, and then a few other people who die off right at the start. So you got a max of 8 people?
But it's also Claire and Leon.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
It's like Robbie Amell looks alright as Chris.
My problem is not with this cast. This cast looks all right.
Yeah.
I think they casted well, actually.
It's the
Yeah.
direction.
Yeah, it's how it looks, or how it's being portrayed,
How
like
it's being
in the trailers.
presented right
Yeah.
now. Nah, son. It doesn't look appealing to me.
No, it doesn't. It looks like they seen 28 Days Later,
Yeah.
and then wanted to get that aesthetic, but 28 Days Later looks like more believable and like suited to it.
Yeah.
See, the thing with these is that it needs to be claustrophobic.
Mm.
It needs to be claustrophobic, and it needs to be like just intense when shit gets like going. You need to have a figure who can like. Another big thing of these, there's always a figure that's chasing you.
Yeah,
Yeah, or someone that's always watching you.
yeah,
There needs to be like some sense of I'm always being watched, or there's something around the corner that's just gonna fuck me up.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This is definitely getting the
player.
award this week.
Yeah.
Um,
Thumbs
And-
down.
and then the last trailer for the week. So we got another look at Stranger Things.
Another 30 seconds.
Yeah, it's the same thing with Resident Evil. They're giving us like a minute at a time. You know what I mean?
Just wait, mate.
But this, it packed a lot into this. Like
did, actually.
45-second trailer or whatever, where it kind of had the the double entendre of like, you know, her saying, "Oh, things are great and I'm adjusting well and
Yeah.
this is all that's happening and stuff." Before going, we're gonna have the best spring break ever, and then just
Yeah.
all shit just breaking loose.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited for it. It's been so long between seasons that I'm kind of at this point like, yeah, I'm not in that momentum of
Yeah.
hype that where Stranger Things is kind of pulling me every year. Pause.
Yeah.
It just like it's not there, but it looks good.
Yeah.
I'll
see
show
how
up
they go.
for it.
Of course, I'm gonna watch Stranger Things. I watched the last one.
What do you call them? The marketing will start ramping closer and closer, and then I'll start getting excited again.
When do we get Stranger Things?
Next year. Apparently, first quarter next year.
Righto.
Fucking first quarter.
Yeah,
Shit.
so it could be like a March, maybe a Feb.
Or, I mean, they're going to California this time, so you want to show sunny California in the sunshine. Maybe it'd be a summer release. We don't know.
April's just around the corner there. It's usually the start of the summer season.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Because when does this normally come out? Like third, fourth quarter of every year?
Yeah.
Yeah.
November-ish every year they drop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, around that September, October, November.
Just it's usually just after Halloween.
yeah.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
But yeah,
And that's it. That's all of our movie trailers this week.
Yep.
that's everything. Moving on to my entertainment news. So, just recently, what had happened was that there was a lady who came into close contact with someone who had COVID, and this was in China. This lady also tested positive after she had had a test done, but in that time had visited Disneyland in China. And when they found out there were 30,000 people in this fucking Disneyland, they locked that fucker down and tested everyone and made everyone stay at that fucking Disneyland. They shut down Disneyland with people still
Dang.
inside it.
They were saying the longest line in Disneyland on that day was the exit.
That's wild. Shout out to the employees though.
Yeah.
Who also had to get tested.
Yeah.
But they were handing out like portable chargers to people to make sure that they could still keep connected and get
Yeah.
their phones charged and stuff like that. So that they were entertained. That'd be the worst fucking experience, just getting locked in Disneyland.
Yeah.
I would just say, fuck it. Like, I'll be back later. Let me just ride these rides.
Well,
know,
everyone's
man.
lining up. Come on, man.
Galaxy's Edge, baby.
It would be. That's where I'd be the whole time.
Badly. You know what? I would have just made a fucking beeline straight to It's a Small World After All, because that's the longest fucking line in Disneyland.
Yeah.
Fuck.
I would have gone to all the food stands.
That is true, actually.
No one would have been around.
Give me that hot dog. Pause.
There's a place called Knott's Berry Farm
Yeah.
out there in the US. You know, you can buy a food pass. So there's like specific items you can get on the list, right? And you can choose that item, and it's covered by the food pass. But you can get food every 90 minutes if you want, and it's only $30. I saw this go through that whole place just eating. Dude had 2 food passes on him, and like you can just get like, you know, unlimited drinks. And just be like, can you fill this up for me?
There's the pass in case you're wondering. What the hell? Man.
Yeah, it's crazy.
No wonder they have those, like, you know, those people movers that ride on fucking
I swear we lost like 5 kilos in Disneyland.
badly.
It's just constant walking.
Yeah, we were up that whole day, and then for like, you know, one little bit, like going back, I was carrying Brody. He was
Yeah.
out.
Yeah. And our final story this week. It's a sad story, this one. We should have put this one first.
Yeah.
But yeah, so this is the 18th. 18th of November, we lost
Yeah.
William Lucking.
Third.
3rd of November, we lost William Lucking. Right, so William Lucking, you guys would know as Piney from Sons of Anarchy.
Yeah.
He was also Lynch in the A-Team originally.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. And he was Sean William Scott's dad in The Rundown or Welcome to the Jungle, whichever part of the world you're from.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, what did he die from?
They didn't actually
They didn't
disclose.
say, yeah. Yeah. So
Poor
more than
Piney.
likely old age or something like that. I mean, Mans was 81 years old
Yeah.
or 80 years old. Yeah. So, yeah.
He had a good run.
He had a good run, but it was it's just sad. Sad
Yeah.
to see Piney go.
Yeah.
I mean, we saw Piney die in the show and in the in real life now.
I know. He had such an iconic face, William Lucking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like he could be like the good dad, or he could be like the real evil.
Yeah.
The
Sort of guy.
dickhead father.
Yeah.
But it's weird though because he's so like in Sons he can play Piney so soft
yeah.
or like extremely hard.
Yeah.
Pause.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This guy was like a Michigan native. He had a good career.
Yeah.
Really
Yeah.
good. Mostly TV stuff as well.
He did something with Lauren Bacall and someone else. Something big, some movie. But yeah.
R.I.P.
Yeah.
William Lucking, man.
Yeah.
Condolences to your family, friends, and fans out there. Because this would be tough right now.
Mm-hmm.
Coming up to Thanksgiving,
Yeah. This is the family
Christmas,
time.
yeah,
Yeah.
the holiday season.
Yeah.
All right, that is a wrap.
Yes, sir.
Quickly before I go, I watched two things. Dr. Brain,
Mm.
which like everyone should check out because that shit like is like heating up. Like
How
this,
dare you tell me this now?
like
Now I
this.
got to go home and watch it and then wait a whole week for it. Disgusting.
At least you'll get 2 episodes this way. But like the way that they do the first episode, it's like let me just get all the shit out the way, and then the next episode is like I think it's gonna just take off. So I was just like strapped in. Pause. And then I didn't think I would enjoy The Harder They Fall, and I watched it yesterday.
Oh, you did watch it.
Enjoyed it.
Wow.
Yeah.
I saw the little like clip that they have for it on Netflix when you're hovering over that pause button.
Yeah.
It looked damn good because it was like John Major's tied up and he's like Idris says I want what you stole from me plus 10,000
Yeah.
and he's like here this will help you out. He just throws a knife at him.
Yeah.
In the box.
Yeah.
To cut himself free. Yeah. I was in after that. I gotta watch this movie.
You got to check it out, man. There's nothing special about the movie, but what I did notice is that Jonathan Majors is a fucking leading man.
John, yeah.
Like he really sort of he sells this movie, he carries this movie. Like Idris Elba isn't like like anything greater than what he's done in the past. Like he's had better roles, you know what I mean? Like Luther is better than this. But like Jonathan Majors has like his chance to shine. I really enjoyed it.
And Lakeith.
Lakeith was good as well. Lakeith is like he's not like the out there sort of guy.
Yeah.
He's more the chill Lakeith, which he always is.
Yeah.
Like sometimes he's too chill.
Yeah.
Like suited for Atlanta, but like in other movies, like wake up, motherfucker. Just take a photo of him, and he's like, get out. But like he suited it in this. I found as well.
And Seal's brother did a good job. Direct.
Yeah, I thought so. The camera movements, the shots and stuff like that are quite dynamic. He uses like the sort of sound effects and whatnot to push in with the camera and kind of like move it, which it kind of reminded me of like Sam Raimi. You know, when you'll hear a thud and then the camera will push forward and another thud and it'll push forward again. So I enjoyed it after reading reviews and people were shitting on it and they were like, there's no character development. You don't feel for these people. But then like in this Western genre, it's like, I didn't feel that we needed that for every character.
Why would you?
Yeah. But yeah, that's my take on How Do They Fall.
And Dion Cole is the other person I want to know about because he said Seal's brother James really pushed him to actually really act in this movie.
Dion Cole.
Dion Cole is a stand-up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He was good.
Yeah.
Yeah. He wasn't like comedic.
Yeah.
Like trying to be funny. Like Like, he wasn't the loud mouth or anything like that, because he's quite quick talking. He was more like he was like a hard ass in this. He didn't like, have excessive scenes or whatnot, but like in the scenes that he was in, he was good.
Yeah, he was talking about it on Kwali's podcast.
Oh yeah,
And he was like, do you know James Seals? What's his name?
Samuels.
James Samuels. And Kwali was like, yeah, I know James. James is singing on one of my songs from back in the
for
day.
real?
Yeah. He was like, I'm James, I'm Seals' brother. And he was like, really? Get the fuck in the booth and sing this song.
But it's just weird. From the posters, you'd expect this James Samuels guy to be a real prick, because it's like screen story by, directed by, produced by, music by. But like, he actually brought it. And like, yeah, the songs like modern and stuff like that, but they actually fit. Like, it opens up with that Guns Go Bang track, Kid Cudi and Jay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. It's worth checking out. I didn't even feel like the runtime hurt the movie at all, which a lot of people said too. But
What is the runtime?
it's like 2 hours and 20 minutes.
That's a standard movie these days.
But it goes quick. Like, once you get past the first hour, which is like the setup, like the next hour is like, it's finished.
My mate was watching it, and he was like, I'm only like barely 10 minutes into this movie, and it's wild. Wild West.
Wow, wow, West. All right.
yeah.
That is a wrap.
Sir.
You can catch us on all social media, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. Is there anything else? That's it.
TikTok.
TikTok. Yeah, round the clock.
OnlyFans.
OnlyFans. We're on, I think, Good Pods as well. If you want to check us out there, we're on Spreaker. Where we host our podcast, and Logosmith Media. There's a whole bevy of other podcasts there as well. Our stable mates. And we're on YouTube under Logosmith Media as well. So subscribe, like, hit the notification bell, all that good stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Love yourself. Love movies.
Vape more, smoke less, and wash your ass.